Hi guys, welcome to the Nintendo More channel with me. Not Nintendo. I'm Nintendo. I'm lying. Welcome to the first true. I was gonna.
It's okay. From the
Anyway,
top. From the top.
anyway, welcome to the first discussion video that we'll be doing here on the Nintendo More channel. I figured, with it being direct season looking upon us right at this moment in time, with supposedly one coming next week, and a lot of circulation around Super Smash Bros. Being talked about once again, I figured what a perfect time to talk about Smash Bros. As a whole and who is coming back for Smash 6. You know, I'm a personal belief of Smash Ultimate getting a deluxe version, just getting more base roster, new DLC, bing bada boom, a whole lot of easy, simple stuff, some new updates here and there. But I know a lot of people talk about Smash 6. Who is being cut? Who's coming back? So, I love Smashy Bros. And I figured for something like this, I should have someone else to talk with me because my opinion is irrelevant. Welcome to the internet. I'm joined by my good buddy
Hi.
Jason. Jason Manuel.
Hi.
You guys know him. I make videos with that guy here and there.
I got a Fresca.
Fresco.
I got a Fresca. It's grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Anyway,
Are you ready to discuss?
yeah, I'm gonna kill Luigi.
I'm not sharing my screen for the thing. So,
I'm gonna kill him.
so that visual gag for that only I can see does not work for this.
I'm gonna get him.
All
I
right.
swear to God.
Do we want to start with Mario?
Yeah, let's start with Mario.
Do we need to argue about Mario? Do we need to say
No.
anything? Buddy's coming back. He OG 12. He OG 12.
Okay, so before we get to him, do we want to get to Dr. Mario right now or at the end of the Mario characters?
Let's go through. I wanted to do each game in order from like the actual roster number because Dr. Mario's Melee.
Okay. Then I'm gonna have to pull up the ultimate list because mine is out of order.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what it looks like. That's just characters. So I was just go to the fighter list.
Yeah, the
Good.
image I pulled up to be a reference, it just didn't have Dr. Mario
Just
on
go
it.
to the official Nintendo website.
I looked up ultimate list like a fucking idiot.
It's the ultimate list. It's just
Smash
Mario.
characters. It is Mario. Okay, so Mario's getting in.
Mario's getting
Yippee.
in.
Okay, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong's getting in.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have to argue this, but obviously with Bonanza and the history, yeah. Link's
coming back.
Link is an interesting discussion, not just for the obvious question marks of young Link and Twink.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
But in this iteration, he is Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah.
Is that going to change?
Probably. It's the same thing with Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's probably going to get remodeled to look like his Bonanza character.
Is he going to be a little bit more adjacent to the movie? I don't know. Is he going to be a little bit more classic, like how he was in Smash 4 Brawl?
Have you seen the way he looks in the movie? It's Twilight Princess armor. It's the Twilight Princess tunic.
I haven't. I'm pretty sure I saw a glance at it on Twitter once, but
it was the leak. That's all it was. Miss Samus. It's the OG 12. I feel like the OG 12 we don't really have to talk about.
Here's the tough thing about Dark Samus, because Samus we're gonna let through, obviously.
Yeah.
Dark Samus is interesting because right now, Prime 4 came out, which didn't have Dark Samus, but it's a Prime game, and Dark Samus and Prime are like intertwined.
At most,
and
you can keep going. You can keep going.
No. At most, I think it's a maybe. It can't be any higher than that.
So
There's a discussion to be had about Echo Fighters.
Yes, I agree with you on that because I was thinking like they play so similar. Like it's like even as Echo Fighters, it's hard to notice their difference. I mean, it's just essentially one's floatier than the other.
I think it's technically the same, actually. I think it's just different properties of like the beam.
You might be right, but I think they would go the skin route with Dark Samus.
I could see that. Yeah,
kind of like Alf an LMR.
Because we're under the impression of not Ultimate Plus if they are making a new game.
Yes, this is
right?
this is if they are making a new Smash game, full blown new.
Okay. I need to find Link. Where is Link? I can't find him.
He's in the elves. He's in the elves. I'm watching it right now.
There he is. Okay, and then who else was it? It was
Samus and Dark Samus.
Samus. Oh, I'm holding things back. Fucking, where is she?
S. Know your alphabet, buddy. Next to
Ryu.
Next to Ryu and Sheik.
I don't know where he is either. Okay, I found her. 100%. And Dark Samus. I'm gonna put it not likely, not 50-50.
Yeah, I'm putting in maybe. I think because I think Metroid has the perfect amount of representation, honestly, in the Smash series.
Yeah, that's another tough thing is that Metroid feels big enough where, and we'll get to Kirby as well.
Yeah,
I feel like it should have a bigger presence, but it doesn't have the characters. And I think after Prime 4 came out to being kind of mediocre and pushed to the side a little bit, I don't think they're going to have the confidence to do something like putting Silex in.
Yoshi is coming back. That's my dinosaur, especially with the Mario movie too.
No.
Okay.
I'm joking.
All right. No discussion. Was it? Who's next? Keep that.
Kirby.
Kirby's coming back.
100%. Yeah. We will get to them. We will get to them.
We'll get to the other ones.
Actually, no, we won't, because we're going to skip by those guys too. There's a discussion once we're done with them.
Yeah. The Pikachu next, or Fox.
Fox. Again, movie buff.
And new game buff.
Movie buff, new game buff. There's the why am I forgetting Miyamoto buff?
Yeah.
Fox, he has everything. The only thing holding him back is the fact that nothing has been done since Star Fox Zero.
And I'm just gonna put Pikachu there without really mentioning Pikachu. It's Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's
Pikachu.
And then the last four being Luigi, Falcon, Ness, and Jigglypuff.
Okay, this is what I was kind of inching towards.
Luigi stays. His brother here, he here.
Here's the thing. I am under the impression, as of right now, Luigi is likely. He is not guaranteed.
Why? Explain.
Think about how many fucking Mario characters we have.
Yeah.
There are... Hold on. Let me pull up the list. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Dr. Mario, Yoshi, Daisy, Rosalina, Piranha Plant, Wario, and if we want to count them, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, King K. Rool, and Yoshi. I already blew past him. There are so many Mario and Mario adjacent characters.
Yeah. But it
Luigi. Is so hard to cut someone. But if someone has to get cut, Luigi is kind of close to the chopping block. I'm gonna be real. I am being 100% serious. It is not a guarantee.
I wish you could see my face right now. I have the most confused and offended face.
Let's go through the list, ignoring the Donkey Kong characters, but counting Yoshi. So the order of it is Piranha Plant, Bowser Jr., Daisy?
Yeah, Daisy.
And then it's like a crapshoot. Maybe Wario, maybe Luigi, maybe Rosalina.
Okay.
If you have to cut someone, he's not there, but I'm saying it's possible.
All right, then.
Do I sound insane? Yes.
A little bit.
It's possible. I'm also going under this, under the impression that this is not Sakurai, because if it was Sakurai, yes, the first 12 are obviously going to be in.
Yeah, I'm going with Sakurai. I'm going with Mr. Sakurai.
That is what I was holding off on, and I was so tempted to put him at 50-50, but he is very likely because it's fucking Luigi.
All right,
I'll be real, it's Luigi.
I'm gonna do because who's next?
I'm gonna do the same thing for Ness.
Oh, no, it's Ness next.
I'm going to do the same thing for Ness.
All right, you and me are going to be doing the OG 12 very differently.
And Falcon. I'll put him in there as well.
I'm putting both of them
there. Smash Legacy characters. But last game for F-Zero that wasn't what was it? F-050 or whatever.
F-Zero 99 or whatever
F-Zero
it was.
99.
25, F-Zero 20 or whatever it was. I don't remember. I didn't play it.
It's F-Zero GX, which I'm pretty sure came out before I was born.
Yeah, GameCube. I think
does
came
not
out before
have
I was
any
born.
grace of being in games.
Where's NES?
He is completely legacy.
Where's that baseball? There's that baseball word, kid. And then Jigglypuff. Let's put it OG12. I know.
All right, I'm gonna tone down now. I'm gonna tone down. Jigglypuff straight up putting in 50-50.
You know, like of all the OG12, like if this wasn't a Sakurai made, like not a Smash game,
to make,
but
of the 12.
I definitely agree with you on that. Like if this wasn't, if it's not Sakurai, I would put Jigglypuff in 50-50.
Yeah.
But
would
next,
I like Jigglypuff to return? Sure.
It's funny.
I like all of them too.
All right, you ready for Melee? You ready for the start of Melee?
Okay. Peach. What are our thoughts on Peach?
I think Peach is coming back.
Yeah, this is not a question.
It is
now
Peach.
Daisy.
So
now Daisy
is kind of in the same boat for me as Dark Samus skin, because literally they changed Daisy to be Peach in Ultimate. They literally got rid of what made Daisy unique. They got rid of her random chance of getting a beam sword. They got rid of that. They just made her Peach, but more costumes and more voice line. It's essentially what Peach or what Daisy became over the course of Ultimate. So I actually think they're getting, I'm going to put them in maybe because it's just going to be a costume treatment, essentially.
Yeah, this is tough because you have the movie buff.
Yep.
Coming soon.
But
you also, where Daisy stands completely depends on Nintendo's future direction with her.
Yes.
Do they want to make Daisy more of a character again? Because I know back in like the GameCube era, a little bit of the Wii, she had a lot of personality, a lot of spunk, a lot of like separation and difference from Peach. And now that's kind of been slowly washed away over the years, where they are kind of the same thing, which led to the Echo Fighter situation, where they're essentially the same character.
Daisy was the first Echo Fighter they showed off in terms of everything. Besides like Dark Pit and stuff, Daisy was the first Echo Fighter, but Daisy's not different enough anymore. At launch, yes, was different enough to be their own character, but now they're more of a skin. It's more of a, do you like Peach or Daisy more, essentially, if you're going to play Peach or Daisy? You know, they're the same characters, get the same things. They have, I think they do the same amount of damage and everything. It's going to, like I said, it's essentially going to be a costume add-on.
If you are going to go the direction of don't change anything, keep Daisy kind of in the same boat of just princess in the Mario universe, it's a 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
But if Nintendo really wants to commit to making this character different and, making it a different character, I think it's very likely, because then they're going to try and do something new with her.
Yeah. Next is Bowser. And
there's no discussion.
There's no discussion.
I think we can just move on from something.
We can move on to Bowser. I think it's Dr. Mario next, is it not?
Oh, I believe no. We don't get to Dr. Mario.
It's Ice Climber.
Ice Climber.
I don't think Ice Climber's coming back.
Yeah.
But
it's not the original 12. It's a legacy character.
It's not a full-blown.
Okay.
It's not a full-blown goodbye. It is you were almost probably in the game. Because I know the reason they were cut from Smash 4 was because they didn't work on the 3DS. They are unique enough as a fighter that's kind of neat. You have two of them that you can, one has a mind of its own sometimes and causes wacky shenanigans. But essentially, you do control both of them. But I don't see Ice Climbers coming back. But it's not a full-blown 100% they're not coming back.
Here's my thing with about a lot of these legacy characters. And I'm going to instate the legacy character rule, which is basically, if this character's existence is more, if, how do I phrase this? If in the Nintendo zeitgeist, they are known more as a Smash character than the game they originate from, cut them.
Yeah. And I that's what I was about to bring up. I was about to be like, I feel like if you talk to anyone about Ice Climbers, they're going to think of the Smash character way more than the video game.
No one's fucking thinking about the NES game Ice Climber. Right?
I've played it twice in my life. It is fine.
It's neat.
It's fine. It is an NES game.
There's no reason besides the fact that it was a popular NES game back in the day that it should have any reason to be up here.
Yeah. So I don't think they're making the cut, but it is not. I'm going to put it
at not likely.
Yeah, not likely. Next is Sheik.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say 50-50.
I agree with you on that, actually. I'm going to put them in the I'm going to put them in the maybe tier, mostly because, you know, Sheik is, oh wait, no.
When was the last time Sheik was actually in a video game?
No, I know something is coming up this year that is rumored, and from the sounds of it, it's true. So I'm gonna put them almost didn't make it.
I don't want to put too much weight on
I don't
stuff that is going to come out, even if it's rumored or not.
Yeah.
I don't want to put too much weight on that. Only if it's like incredibly significant, like the Mario movie.
It is incredibly been rumored and leaked for now for a couple years.
But the last time we actually saw Sheik in a project was
Ocarina of Time 3D.
Ocarina of Time 3D, which was
no, Hyrule Warriors.
That doesn't count.
Hyrule
Come
Warriors,
on. That doesn't count. That's every Zelda
Nintendo
character.
Wii U.
That's every Zelda
not
character.
Every Zelda character. Not every Zelda. Sheik was
That's in the same echelon as
Sheik was part of the story in that game.
I didn't play the game.
I played it on the 3DS, the best version known to man.
Hold on. Hyrule Warriors sales. Let anything. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. 3 million. Okay, maybe you have something there.
He might be cooking.
Maybe.
He might be cooking.
I didn't realize so many people played Hyrule Warriors. My bad.
I haven't played it. I got rid of the 3DS version because that's not a good version of the game.
But seriously, last time we saw him was Ocarina of Time 3D.
Yeah, last time we saw him.
I don't think there is enough there. Again, is this character more of a Zelda character or a Smash Bros character? And honestly, it's 50-50 for me, but it's enough where I am.
It is not for me, unfortunately. I love Ocarina of Time.
I do
play Ocarina of Time a lot. I've replayed that game a lot.
That game is almost 30 years old?
1999, I believe, or 98.
So yeah, that'll be 30 years old in a couple years.
Yeah.
How much weight are we going to place on that one game? I know it's Ocarina of Time, but how much weight are we actually going to place on that?
A decent amount. There are so many people.
There's different representation that can be placed.
You know, I do think we will get a new Zelda rep. We will get a new Zelda rep.
Now, Zelda, if you want an Ocarina of Time,
they're putting in a Goron. That makes me happy.
Oh, this is where it gets tough because, like, what do you do between Sheik and Zelda?
Zelda's coming back. Zelda's
coming back.
I don't need to.
Is it in the form of Sheik? Is it what kind of form is she going to take?
I think they're going to get creative and wonky with Zelda. It's going to be full revamp, and it's going to be the Breath of the Wild era Zelda, and they're going to do stuff with the Sheikah slate and stuff like that. I think that's essentially what could happen to Zelda, but Zelda's coming back in one form or another. Plain and simple.
Here's the thing. with you talking about the Sheikah slate and Breath of the Wild Zelda. I do not think that's going to happen. That sounds, I don't know what it is about that. That sounds like crazy talk.
I'm saying it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
But I'm saying, Zelda's going to come back.
Zelda's going to come back in one way or another.
No matter what.
We don't know.
Yeah.
And so, even though I don't think Zelda herself is entirely 100%, some form of her is 100%.
Yes.
Whether it's her or Sheik or whatever. Where is Zelda? It should be near the bottom.
I see them. I'm seeing them.
So I'll I'm losing my voice a little bit. I will put it in 100%. I'll put it in 100%.
Okay.
Dr. Mario. Okay, I'm gonna shoot. All right. Kill him. He's dead. I don't want to. I love Doc Mario.
I also love Dr. Mario. I think I know I have a mental block when I play against this character for whatever reason. But
he's a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, I think it's 100% gone.
Yeah.
It's a fun puzzle game. The last Dr. Mario game was a mobile game that doesn't exist anymore, but that mobile game gave us Dr. Goomba stack, so I gotta respect that game.
Dr. Luigi U.
Dr. Goomba stamp. Dr. Goomba stomp. Stomp. Dr. Goomba stack. Who's next?
Where the fuck is Dr. Mario?
I see him. He's next to Duck Hunt and Diddy Kong. You guys can't see his screen. I can. Top row.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Moving right along.
Bye, Pichu.
Oh, God. Okay, it's Pichu.
It's Pichu. Bye, Pichu. Unfortunately.
So here's the thing.
I know
Pichu has never made sense.
Nope.
Pichu was, just like Jigglypuff, entirely a joke character.
I wouldn't say it wasn't fully a joke character. It was the tie-in with what was out for Pokemon at the time being Gold and Silver.
You're right, Gold and Silver.
It was more of a promotional,
Pichu?
essentially.
That's what I don't get.
Like Lucario, like Greninja.
But why Pichu? There's no way. I don't remember this ever being a thing. There's no way Game Freak's marketing division was like, dude, all right, we got Gold and Silver, Ho-Oh, Lugia, the fucking mythical dogs. Let's put Pichu in Melee.
Not like Typhlosion. Not Feraligatr, not...
It just doesn't make sense in my head. The
not
only
Heracross.
Reason exists is A, as a joke, and B, because it was easy to program.
Could you imagine if Heracross was a character representing the Gen 2 Gold and Silver game?
100%.
I would vibe
I would
way
back that
more
character
of
with my life.
I would. Oh my god, that character would stay in. But it's Pichu. Pichu's gone.
I'm putting it in... Because of the bias, I'm putting it in not likely. But I acknowledge it does not make sense.
Yeah. Who's after Pichu? Is it who I'm thinking of? No.
Oh, it's Falco. In my heart, I want to cut him, but I'm putting him in likely.
Yeah, Falco's coming back.
I fucking hate Falco. I don't know what it is. Every single fucking game he's in, I despise how he plays.
I get it. It makes sense. He's got combo. He's got the crazy combos in this and stuff.
The down air is cool, but fuck, it sucks to fight against. God.
Who's next after Falco? I think we don't really need to talk about Falco. It's Falco.
It's Falco. It should probably be guaranteed, but no.
So.
Oh yeah, this is tough.
I think Martha's coming back. Plain and simple. I think Martha's coming back. I don't think Lucina's coming back.
I'm going to be a bit of a pessimist and say that because of the huge swath of Fire Emblem characters,
no
one is likely. No one in the lineup is likely.
Yeah. I do actually...
Marth is the most likely of them because he is the first guy.
I think
no one is likely.
I have a Fire Emblem character that I think you're going to be surprised by what I say for.
Let's see. Where is this one specific blue-haired guy? All right,
one of the blue-haired. I don't think Lucina's coming back.
Lucina, yeah, I'm gonna put her in not happening. There's no, there's nothing there.
Not even like a costume, honestly. I know if it was a costume, it'd be the funny joke to the actual game, because Lucina shows up and says, "I'm Marth." And
yeah, that'd be funny as one character skin.
yeah,
I'd like that.
Young Link.
Ooh, okay, we're getting into these guys. The
So
weeds.
I think Young Link's being cut.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say he's gone all the way because, like we said, there's that Ocarina of Time buff.
Yeah.
But like, let's be real for a second. No one looked at Young Link and was like, that guy needs to stay.
That guy, he's staying. No.
In this house, we are a Young Link family.
God,
he
no.
will not leave.
I did see Ganondorf is next.
Oh yeah, that's it's not a guarantee.
Ganondorf is coming
But
back.
dude.
That's my goal.
What am I talking about? It's Ganondorf. It's Ganondorf.
It's Ganondorf. Literally the face of evil.
I don't know what crawled into my head to think that Ganondorf was not 100% guaranteed. It's Zelda. He is the big bad of Zelda. He's in the game.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in there.
Who's next now? Who is next?
Mewtwo. Ooh. I like him as a legacy pick.
Yeah.
But
I think
does
we
he
need
even have the stake in the fight now is the tough thing.
I'm gonna put I think they will come back, but it was a close call. Not like a 50-50 call. More like leaning more towards, yeah, they'll probably come back. It's in the same tier of Sheik for me. It's like, yeah, I can see them coming back a lot more than them being cut. Mewtwo is, literally the star of the first Pokemon movie. It is known as one of the most powerful Pokemon in the franchise. It is when you
hold on.
When you think of a legendary Pokemon, you go to Mewtwo.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
If we're being real for a minute, there is an obvious Pokemon that is in the game that supersedes Mewtwo on a Gen 1 inspirational level that has been brought back time after time after time after time.
Yes, it's Charizard.
I'm putting Mewtwo down 1 because of fucking Charizard.
So
I'm putting Mewtwo in not like, because if you're gonna represent Gen 1 that isn't Pikachu, it's fucking Charizard.
Yeah. I agree with you on that, actually. You know what? I'm putting Mewtwo down 50-50 now.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. If you're going to use up development costs like that, Mewtwo just doesn't have that stick anymore.
So I see your tier list has the Pokemon stock icons. Mine just says Pokemon Trainer.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that when you get to Brawl. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Roy and Chrom. Roy's technically a Smash character.
Oh, I might, just because of Melee, I might put Roy in the same spot as Marth, as likely.
Yeah.
Because he's got that unique fact. He does have enough unique about him where I'd say there's enough to grab at as a character.
I'm sorry, Chrom. Bye, Chrom.
Yeah, Chrom, he can die.
Go with your daughter. You're not coming back either. You're both gone.
I think this is just because I don't play Fire Emblem. I'm actually going to move him and Lucina up to not likely.
Okay.
Because I feel like they are big enough characters where I can see them coming back.
Yeah.
It's just Marth and Roy are so much bigger.
Yeah. Who's next? Mr. Game & Watch.
Game & Watch. Oh, okay. This is what I was talking about before with, like, does the character from its series, is Mr. Game & Watch from Game & Watch, or is he from Smash Bros?
Mr. Game & Watch is from Smash.
Unfortunately, it's not. Now, the only reason I'm not putting him in not happening is because of movie buff. I hate that. I hate that I keep saying that.
So
movie buff. He has enough of a zeitgeist that he is present in all of Nintendo shit.
So this character,
he's just there. Everyone knows.
So this character for me has been, I've thought about a lot with specifically this question with Mr. Game & Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gotten to the point where I do not know if Game & Watch will come back. Today I started leaning more towards yes. Yesterday I was leaning more towards no. I'm putting Mr. Game & Watch in maybe. I think in terms of legacy, Game & Watch should stay in Smash. And it's not just because of their legacy in Smash, it's because of the legacy it has with Nintendo as a whole. That is the reason I would lean more towards yes for Game & Watch, but at the same time, I am biased against this character that I don't like this character. I have fought in this character too many damn times. I don't really lose to Mr. Game & Watch anymore, but I still find this a character annoying as hell. From a competitive standpoint, but I'm not talking about a competitive standpoint for this. I'm trying to be unbiased as thing, which is why I'm going to put them in almost didn't make it. I think they will get in. I think it's more likely to happen.
Here's the thing. Mr. Game & Watch has... I know I have my rule, the legacy rule. Mr. Game & Watch, and I'm going to lump Rob in here as well, are so far beyond the rule that they are just Nintendo, like not Smash Bros. They are Nintendo mainstays.
Yes. But they are
so critically important to Nintendo as a company.
Yes.
Just as figureheads. That even if you see them more as Smash characters, they are Nintendo characters above that.
Yes. I agree.
We'll get to Duck Hunt later, but both of these characters I'm putting in 50-50 just because I'm giving them grace as figureheads of Nintendo the brand.
Yes. Who's next? Meta Knight. Oh, we're already done with Melee. We're on Brawl.
God damn. Holy Meta Knight's the first one in Brawl? God damn.
Damn, I didn't actually know that either.
I thought it was Wario.
No.
Okay. Meta Knight, I mean, yeah, we're putting him in.
Yeah, Meta Knight's it's Meta Knight. I feel like
I was thinking about this. You go ahead.
Because I feel like we're gonna get to DDD and it's gonna be the same thing. I feel like Kirby overall, I think all their characters are coming back. In fact, I do think we'll get a new Kirby rep. It's Kirby. We haven't had a new rep since Brawl.
That is exactly my thought process. Kirby is one of like the big five.
Yes.
It almost feels criminal that they have, just like Metroid, it feels criminal that there is so little to pull from. And yet Kirby is a series that has so many characters. And yet, like, I know there's going to be a sequel video of a list of characters that I compiled that could get into Smash. There are 2 Kirby characters on there. One I put as a joke. That is very much an inside joke. But the other I generally believe will be the next Kirby rep. No matter what. But we will hold off on that. But yeah, Meta Knight's coming back. I'm actually going in my head in this current moment of like, do people actually know Meta Knight well enough for it to be actual guarantee?
Yeah. It's Meta Knight.
I am going to be straight up with you, and we'll get to DDD later. I am going to move Meta Knight down.
Okay.
Because I am taking the 100% guarantee entirely seriously.
Okay. All right.
I could probably have more list things, but that is where I'm standing. It is not 100%. It's like 99.5.
Pit and Dark Pit.
Oh, this is tough. Oh, wow. Okay. So, again, I think this hedges a lot on if Sakurai comes back.
Yes. I think, yeah,
it's the same thing as Ice Climbers, where no one gives a single shit about the original.
When you think about Kid Icarus, I feel like most people go to Kid Icarus Uprising on the 3DS.
Yeah. And even then, that game has been sat dormant
since 2013.
Over a decade.
I am actually going to put Pit in the likely. Not guaranteed, but likely.
I might put him 50-50. I'm going to be honest.
I'm putting Dark Pit in 50-50. It's going to be a skin. It's going to be a skin. It's going to be a skin thing.
No, I'm straight cutting Dark Pit. I don't care.
I hate Dark Pit over normal Pit.
He's fine,
evil. I don't like him.
There's There's basically no point. He's literally only there because of Sakurai. He's literally only there. Sakurai just wanted another Kid Icarus rep. Swear to God.
Well, we have another Kid Icarus up coming in Smash 4. So.
Why? Well, where is he? I can't find him. I always do this. Am I stupid?
You don't know where
Besides that,
Pit
like,
is? I see Pit. It's above Wario on the right side.
There. See, he's looking to the left. I was looking for guys looking to the right because Dark Pit. All right, I'm going to put him in 50-50. All right, moving on. ZSS.
SS.
Oh, my brain tells me no, but my heart is telling me yes.
I actually agree with you on that. And I did say it with Dark Samus. I think Metroid has perfect representation in Smash.
That's a great point. We could talk about Ridley being a good inclusion.
Yeah.
But for the series, it is thematically perfect.
I am going to put ZSS in likely, but not guaranteed. I'm actually going to change those names now.
I think it's a little awkward because there's always that little thought in the back of my mind of like, this is the same character as Samus.
Yeah. It's not.
And so it's not, but it is. Like Zero Suit Samus and Samus are both Samus. You know what I mean with that?
Mm-hmm.
Something about it. My brain is telling me that Nintendo is going to look at that and be like, wait a second, if we got a new guy directing this, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. Let's just cut this one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it 50-50 under that reasoning alone.
Okay. And then Wario.
I'm going to put him in likely again because of that. It's a very high chance, but I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Nintendo does a lot of shit with
it's
Wario.
Guaranteed. So. I say it's guaranteed. It's Wario.
It probably should be, but I'm going to take this dead straight literally. And again, we have so many Mario characters that if you got to cut somebody, he's not like super far away from the chopping block.
No.
Snake. Here we go. First third party. I'm going to say it's not happening.
I have to agree with you.
When was Hideo Kojima cut from Konami?
That was right after Metal Gear Solid 5. So 2015? Was Metal Gear Solid 2015? I don't remember.
It was 2015.
I'm a genius. So I know they did Metal Gear. I know they did Metal Gear Solid Delta recently.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. Which, yes, is a very good game. And I know they're releasing 4 in the Volume 2 collection soon. I'm going to put Snake in not likely, but not 100% gone.
I just don't think it's happening. Not because the relationship hinged on Sakurai and Hideo Kojima, but just because, again, that thought process of, if this is not Sakurai, whoever is leading this project is going to look at Snake and be like, this guy does not fit.
Yeah. I know you're doing it without Sakurai. I'm doing it with Sakurai.
I'm like hedging my bets 50-50. But I just don't see Sakurai being the kind of guy to, completely reboot something.
I mean, he's the one who said that's what they'd have to do. He's the one that said that we'd have to do that.
I just don't think he'd be the guy to do that. That's where I'm coming from.
All right, who's after the Snake Man?
Ike. I'm going to put him in 50-50.
I am going to put Ike in likely. Not guaranteed, but likely.
This is probably my easiest 50-50.
So I know we were talking about Pokemon Trainer next, because I was looking at the list just beforehand. Since the way my stocks are labeled, I'm going to get this out of the way. Squirtle and Ivysaur are not coming back.
No, they just aren't.
Charizard is guaranteed to come back. And I'm going to leave that discussion there. It's Charizard.
Squirtle and Ivysaur were placed there entirely as a fulfillment to the promise of everyone is here. They were not put there because they actually wanted to be there.
As much as I have started to... I'm not the biggest Charizard fan in the world. When I was younger, I'm like, I love that guy. Now I think it's too basic to like Charizard. But I know for a fact Charizard is coming back and we're going to get Rock Wrecker again.
Let's go.
Moving on. Who's after Pokemon Trainer?
Diddy Kong. Ooh.
Yeah, it's Diddy Kong. Like, I'm putting Diddy in likely. I don't think it's 100%. I think there's another Donkey Kong character that I can see more happening now, who we'll get to way later.
Pauline.
Maybe. Anyway.
Diddy Kong. I'm not set on if I want to. No, I'll keep him at likely.
Yeah, I think likely. I think you and me kind of agree that
there's enough gravitas there.
It's Diddy Kong.
It's Diddy Kong.
It's Diddy Kong. We all know.
There's no real question mark there. It's mostly just like how scrutinous do we really want to be?
Yeah. Who's next after Diddy?
Lucas.
I don't think Lucas is coming back.
He was okay. This is something I didn't really think about, but I'm thinking about it now with Lucas. Like Mewtwo, Lucas has already been cut before.
Yep. And was
he came back as DLC.
He was cut from the second game he could have been in and then he was DLC.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't think he was important enough for the base game already for Smash 4. And he was already there. Everything was already there for him.
The problem with that is that he came in as DLC and that was celebrated, which means that people cared. Which means there's a stake there.
So I think
it's tough.
So I think the reason, people care, us over here in the West, there's still a little hope for a Mother 3 localization. And as much as I would love for Mother 3 to get localized, or even a re-release of Earthbound in like a remake fashion, it's not going to happen. And if it is going to happen, quote this clip. Come back to this clip later. But I don't think Lucas is coming back. I think...
Will it happen someday? Yes, I am almost certain someday it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that is 5 years from now or 50 years from now.
Or even this year. Know. We don't know what Nintendo's planning after the summer.
I am certain at some point Nintendo is going to be like, fuck, we got nothing to release. Drop of the nuke. But right now, I don't see it happening.
Before we continue. Yeah. The Switch 2 turns 1 year old in 2 days, by the way, from when we're recording this.
Does it?
Yep. Turns 2.
God.
Turns 1. I was wondering if you would want to join me for a Switch 2 discussion video after.
I can do that.
Like, we can do it this, like, what is that, Friday? I have to do it during the day. I have something going on there that night. But anyway.
It should be open. Yeah, we'll do it later.
We'll talk about it later. Anyway.
Hideo Kojima.
Sonic is coming back. I don't need to argue that one, I feel like, as much. I know you might be a little on the fence. It is Mario's...
Again, it's one of those where...
It's Mario's unofficial rival.
It is a 99% chance, but I'm only saying that 1% is there because Sonic is a third party. Not that Sega's relationship is bad, but it's a third party. There's licensing stuff, and they got to work all this stuff out. And maybe Nintendo is going to look at this and be like, okay, we're doing a refresh. Let's focus on our stuff for now. It's not guaranteed.
I think Sonic
just because it is a third party.
For me, Sonic is 100%. And
does it make sense? Yeah. Is it guaranteed? No.
I think I have came to the realization that I think any Sega character that Nintendo asks for will get in the game. And I think Sega will be on board 100% for any of the characters.
It's just a matter of if they want to commit to a third party again.
Yes, and I think King DDD. You're coming, buddy. Come on, buddy. You get on the
Come
bus.
on, buddy.
Come on, little buddy. You get on the bus.
I'm on the fence on Meta Knight mostly because he is that kind of anti-hero character.
Yeah.
But DDD is the main villain.
DDD.
He's the guy. Same thing as Ganondorf. It's a guarantee. It's straight up guarantee. No questions, if, ands, or buts.
After DDD.
All right, that's the last Kirby character. Do we want to talk about Bandana D, or are we going to leave it here?
We're going to hold off on talking about Bandana D. We'll talk about him, but we're going to hold off.
We'll talk about it next time.
Next time.
There's a little plug for you.
There's a little, we'll do.
Little plug.
We'll plug it at the end. I think a Hallmark's coming back. I think it's...
Yeah. There's the... Why am I forgetting his name?
Alf.
There's the Miyamoto buff.
He's two characters in one already with Alf.
Yeah, he's getting stuff.
He's the only character that I feel like can represent Pikmin. I was thinking about that earlier. I was thinking about
Bulborb.
They're not adding a Bulborb, just a Bulborb as a playable character.
Give us a Bulborb. Yes, give us a Bulborb. If people can ask for a Goomba, I can ask for a Bulborb.
Oh,
okay?
we'll talk about Goomba in the next video. But
I'm actually going to put him at guaranteed just because
I do think Olimar is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Who's after? Let's look ahead a little bit. Lucario and Rob.
Olimar has enough stake in the current climate of Nintendo.
I'll put Lucario in maybe.
Oh, Lucario?
I'll put a Lucario in maybe.
He's one of those characters that just made it back solely because they needed to fulfill the.
Although we got to keep in mind, Lucario is a very popular Pokemon.
Yes, and there is the Mega Evolution.
He's also voiced by Goku.
Okay, well, that puts him in guaranteed, obviously.
That bumps him up to likely. I had him at 50-50, I'm going to be honest.
I'm straight up saying not going to happen.
I'm taking away the Goku comment because it was just a little silly ha ha ha. I think he's a maybe. It's Lucario. I could see Lucario not being in the game. Would I be upset? No. But if Lucario was there, I'd be like, all right, he's here. It's a 50-50 for me.
I'm really tempted to put it in not likely for the sole purpose of it is a popular character that has stuff going on right now with the Mega Evolutions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I really just don't think there's enough. Same thing with Mewtwo. I just don't think there's enough sauce in the pot right now in order to justify allocating resources in a roster that is going to have to shrink so much.
Yes.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
And then I saw Rob. I know you already put Rob somewhere. I think
I did.
I think I'm going to put Rob in not likely with the Ice Climbers. I think if they're going to do a legacy character, it's going to be Game & Watch, personally.
Everything I said, you can't have Game & Watch without Rob. That's my thought process. They're two coins. Duck Hunt, no. But he's different.
We'll get to Duck Hunt. We'll get to Duck Hunt. But I think you and me already kind of agree on what's going to happen with Duck Hunt. Toon Link and Wolf.
Oh, the Twink. Twink.
I think Toon Link would be the Link that comes back.
Oh, I just straight up didn't move Lucas. I'm just realizing that now.
I think Toon Link can come back. It's not. I think it's likely. Unfortunately, I think it's likely. When I think of all the three Links, I have another character who, yes, is a Link, and we'll talk about in the next video, who I think can come into Smash and would be very different. I think Toon Link is likely, not guaranteed, but likely to come back.
Here's my thought process. There are a lot of different Links that have enough unique quirks. It's kind of like Pokemon protagonists, where there is enough there that you can individualize all of them. There's Link to the Past Link. There's Ocarina of Time Adult Link. Ocarina of Time Young Link.
We already have him.
Toon Link, Twilight Princess Link, Breath of the Wild Link. Hell, Tears of the Kingdom Link.
Yes.
There is so many. Do you want to represent all of these characters, or do you want to represent Link, the character? The idea.
Well, I think
Mario the idea versus Mario the man. That is the question.
I thought of that.
I was thinking
of that stupid essay.
I love that video so much.
But my thing is, I think I think the Breath of the Wild Link, or the Link that was Twilight Princess Link beforehand, was adult Ocarina of Time Link, represents the 3D games. I think Toon Link represents the 2D games.
Mm-hmm. I see your thought process there.
And I'm not. It's not just because Toon Link has did have a 3D adventure with Wind Waker, but Toon Link I would associate more with the 2D Zelda games over the 3D Zelda games.
Here's where I'm going with this, and why I put Toon Link above Young Link. From a gameplay perspective, if you are going to have regular sized, normal ass Link as your Link, but you want to do like you use the same resources, but have Link in a smaller chassis, it makes sense to do Toon Link instead of Young Link. It just makes more sense. He's more iconic. He has more kind of this gravitas. I keep referring to that gravitas of just like people recognize that guy. That's Wind Waker Link. That's the 2D DS Link.
Yep.
That's the guy. He's the most unique Link. He's shorter. He has enough difference that you can still work with the same Link model.
Yeah.
But there's enough there to work with that's different. So if you're going to have another Link, that is the guy.
Next is Wolf. We're rounding up Brawl now.
Ooh.
I think Wolf's coming back. And
because he's in the new Star Fox, right?
Yes. The new Star Fox is Star Fox 64. But again. But I do think Wolf is coming back. I actually was upset that Wolf was cut from 4 originally. I thought Wolf was a cool character. And I think Ultimate really brought that back to me, that Wolf is cool and is different enough.
I'm thinking about it.
They could have gone the Echo Fighter way with Wolf, but they didn't. He's different, and I like him. And he is the villain of Star Fox that isn't the Antros, Dr. Antros. And that guy would not work at all in the terms. So I think Wolf is the perfect villain from Star Fox to add and to keep in.
I'm almost now hoping for Ultimate Deluxe, just because if they did a reboot of the Smash Bros. Series, we'd have to get another redesign of Wolf, and I really genuinely think they fucking nailed this version of him, that I'd be pissed that he's going to be gone.
So cool. He looks so good.
So fucking cool.
So I think you and me both agree that, I see you have him likely, I have him guaranteed. I think we are both kind of agreed that Wolf will
There's a lot of Nintendo series that have kind of that trifecta. There's your Kirby Meta Knight DD, there's your Samus, Zero Suit Samus, Ridley, and with Wolf, it's your Fox, Falco, Wolf.
Yep.
He just makes sense to be there. Even if he doesn't have the weight, he just makes sense.
Yeah. We're jumping into Smash 4 now. With Villager.
Oh, this is more thought process stuff. This is more my bias coming in. I really want there to be more like Min, where it's like, this is a character. It's not Springman, who is this generic motherfucker who is the front guy. I want there to be characters that represent the series as a character.
Yeah. And I get that.
In that term, I think Isabelle makes so much more sense to represent the animal. Now, that's not saying that Animal Crossing is small enough to only have one rep. But if you're going to cut one of them, it's got to be Villager.
I actually agree with you on that. I'm going to put Villager in 50-50, but I do agree with what you're saying.
I am too.
So I had this thought yesterday. I was like, in terms of an Animal Crossing character, because I was thinking about, like, who else could they add as an Animal Crossing character, and no one came to my mind. I was like, Tom Nook, but that wouldn't work.
Tom Nook doesn't I get it's Animal Crossing and none of them make sense, but Tom Nook just does not make sense.
KK Slider? No.
I could see that. They'd have to stretch a lot, but I could see it.
Which
he's like the face of the series.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to Isabelle when we get to Isabelle, but next is Mega Man.
Oh, Mega Man. Again, it's that third party thing where...
I know you're thinking more of that. I'm thinking more of what Ultimate or what Smash is as a whole, as just the celebration of games overall. And I know we're getting a new Mega Man, which is insane.
Yeah.
To talk about the fact that we're getting a new Mega Man. I don't think he's guaranteed. I'm putting him in likely. I don't think he's guaranteed. It is Mega Man.
This is where I stand. And I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit. There's the three main third-party options outside of Snake. There's Sonic, there's Mega Man, and there's Pac-Man. Sonic has that Sega relationship.
Yeah.
Pac-Man has that Namco relationship where they literally developed the fucking game and it's Pac-Man.
Yeah, which is also that's not
as
Mega
much
Man.
As I love as much
the one
as
you
I
put
love
maybe
Mega Man,
is not Mega Man.
Fuck, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Sorry, I just saw a blue arm cannon. I'm like, that's Mega Man.
I saw you put that there. I'm like, he is kind of jumping ahead. He is jumping ahead. I'm like, that's not Mega Man.
So I'm only jumping ahead because I'm talking about Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Out of those three, Mega Man makes the least sense to jump out of the way to go in.
Yes. I would also say there's arguably better Capcom reps.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously Ryu, which we'll get to.
There's Ryu, we'll get to. And then there's a few other characters that we'll discuss on the next video, who I have in mind.
I feel like an idiot. I should know who you're referring to.
Oh, you'll know. You'll know when we get to it. Don't look it up.
Not Phoenix Wright.
Oh, I gotta put him on that list now too. God damn it, I forgot about him.
Leon Kennedy? What do you want, Chris Redfield?
Dude, I want Boulder Punch and Redfield, man. I would love her.
Dude, that Final Smash is gonna go crazy.
We'll talk about a Resident Evil character coming, because we don't have a horror rep. We don't have any horror representation. And we have Resident Evil spirits. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in the next video.
Give me that one fucker from Resident Evil 7. I forget what his name is.
Ethan?
Ethan, thank you. Give me Ethan. I know he doesn't have a face, but give me Ethan.
Give me Ethan Winters.
Just like anytime you select Ethan Winters, you just have to put like one of the Art Academy paintings over his face.
It's like the Miiverse post stage on Wii U.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's thought more.
Wii Fit Trainer's not coming back. All right, let's just get that one gone and done. I love Wii Fit Trainer. It is a wacky character. I love wacky. Not coming back. It's Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit is hilarious because when Smash 4 came out, Wii Fit was already out of its prime.
Well, we had Wii Fit U, buddy.
It only came back in Ultimate.
We had Wii Fit U.
I know. But it was not. It did not nearly have the same weight.
They also did not really show the trailer anywhere. They didn't show it in Direct. They didn't. It was just played at the kiosks where you got to play Smash 4 demo. That's how they advertised this character. You had to be in person, and then they just kind of dropped the trailer. No,
that's what I'm saying.
Nothing.
When Wii Fit Trainer was developed, it was a joke character.
It was what
Wii Fit was expected to explode on the Wii U, just like Wii Sports Club and all this stuff. They were expecting the Wii brand to have more weight than it did.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a camera,
flat.
I'd be holding Wii Fit U right now in my hand, because I actually do have it in my hand right now.
I don't.
Buddy, we need to work on your Wii U collection.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, I literally have a Wii U, but I don't own any games to it.
Rosalina and Luma, likely. Not a guaranteed, but likely. Very likely, especially with Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in likely.
It's Galaxy representation. You guys love Galaxy, right? We're going to re-release it again. And again.
You know what?
And a movie.
I'm moving Daisy down to 50-50. I don't know why she was up there.
Where's Rosalina and Luma? There's Rosalina. No Luma.
Hey, I did one before you. I'm so
Likely.
good at this. Oh, here we go. Little Mac. Oh.
Oh, I
Oh. Ooh.
I love
Okay.
Punch Out. I love that franchise, and I love Little Mac. He was my. He's 50-50 for me, though.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, why don't we refer to Little Mac in the same reverence as like Pit as a legacy character?
Well, I think Little
It's
Mac
curious,
is.
huh?
I think Little Mac is.
I think Little Mac should be considered a legacy character. I know Punch Out We happened,
Yeah. No, I agree
but
with you, though. I agree
Little
with you.
Mac came out well after that game did, and nothing else happened afterwards.
I
Therefore, I think it's in the same boat as Kid Icarus Uprising of it briefly happened, but this is a legacy character.
I'm torn between. I'm putting him in 50-50.
I'm gonna do it as well.
I
I
I
think
think
it's likely. I think
I
Punch Out is a big enough brand on paper
yes,
that
for a lot of people who grew up NES, Super NES, and then people who had a Wii, people love Punch Out. It
oh, it's
is
so
like
good.
people love Punch Out. I love Punch. I mean, I know you haven't really played Punch Out.
I've played Punch Out. I just haven't beat it.
Well, and we'll get there. But
We'll
like
get there.
like even like our good friend Mr. Noah Sorai, who we also record videos with,
Rest in
he
peace.
loves Punch Out. He loves NES Punch Out. I love Super NES Punch Out. So I love Super Punch Out. And we both love, and like Punch Out as a franchise deserves this representation because it's just such a unique thing for them to go
Mhm.
with. Being like, yes, it does represent a Nintendo franchise that yes, a lot of people would consider dead, like F-Zero. And I do want to just say I would personally I would love, but I'm trying to be very unbiased here. Little Mac is 50-50.
Mhm. Here's the interesting thing with Little Mac. The game he comes from is an NES game,
Yes.
but it's not in the same tier as like a Kid Icarus or an Ice Climbers. Because those games are purely those characters are based on games that are purely there for nostalgia's sake.
Yes.
People can still go back to the original Punch Out and say this is an exceptional game that was genre defining in its time. Like this was a game that it's not Ice Climbers, it's fucking Punch Out.
Yeah.
You can still play it today and experience it like it's a modern game.
And it
that
is
like Punch Out Wii. It's essentially the same game,
but modernized. And
yeah.
I know the Punch Out can like, and I know there are still people discovering Punch Out and getting into these games. Unfortunately, yes, that's technically 4 if you count the arcade games, but there's only 3 home console Punch Outs, and it still pops up, and it still is a big thing. The speed running community for these games have pushed these games to incredible limits. I know we're just talking about the legacy of Punch Out right now.
No, this is important to the discussion.
But it is very important to the discussion because it's
Little Mac holds so much weight to represent the entire series.
Yes.
Because let's be real for a second. As much as I can like say Punch Out is incredibly important and this great game that is so much different from the rest, it's still a small footprint, and I do not think there is a chance in hell that there will be another Punch Out rep. I don't think it's going to happen. It has to be Little Mac or bust.
I agree with you. I do think they could do the Echo Fighter way or do costume.
I don't think so.
I would.
Little Mac is his defining trait is that he's small.
It's true. But Glass Joe.
Now that'd be funny.
But
all right,
anyway.
You got me there. Glass Joe is a very small chance, but
let's move on. Possible. Let's move on.
We're talking about Punch Out too much.
We're talking about Punch Out. Now I want
Greninja. Do we have to bring up the fucking poll? Do we have to bring up the poll?
I think Greninja's likely. I'm just gonna put him in likely. Not guaranteed, but likely.
I hate that you're right.
It's Greninja.
It's not even that I hate Greninja. I love Greninja, but like fucking.
I think Greninja's more likely than Lucario. hands down.
Absolutely. I'll put him at 50-50. Just because, again, it's Greninja.
Yeah.
He's fighting toe-to-toe with Charizard over greatest fucking Pokemon of all time.
Is that the Greninja? We can kind of skip over Greninja pretty quickly. I feel like a lot of the Pokemon we kind of can just be like,
we could talk for a long time about what that means, but I really don't want to.
The Mii's.
Okay, Tomodachi Life just came out. It's doing big numbers.
I'm gonna say what I'm thinking right away. I think they're coming back. I think they're likely. I don't think they're guaranteed. I think they're likely.
I think it's a little bit more than 50-50. Yeah. But I don't have it in my heart to say that it's likely.
I think it's likely. I don't even have the Mii's on here.
I do.
Just imagine the Mii's are unlikely. I do think they will come back. I don't think they're guaranteed, but I would like to think they would come back.
Palutena.
I know who's after Palutena, so we don't need to look at the list again. But Palutena.
This is another 50-50 thing where it entirely hinges on Sakurai's ability to be back at the wheel.
Yeah.
If he is, good chance. If not, I don't think so.
I'm putting them in 50-50. I really don't. I'm putting one Dark Pit. I'm putting them with Dark Pit as a 50-50. I think the perfect Kid Icarus representative is Pit. I think he's...
Here's the thought process. Different? If you show a Nintendo fan who has never played Smash Bros. In their life a picture of Pit, that's Pit.
Mm-hmm.
If you show them Palutena, they go, who the fuck is this green-haired lady?
Is that a Dark Souls character?
I don't know who this...
Is that God of War? You know?
I like Palutena, but I don't think she has
the notoriety. The notoriety,
to bring back.
Pac-Man's next.
Pac-Man.
Guaranteed.
Likely.
Bandai Namco is literally helping to develop Smash.
If Bandai Namco is at the helm, he's guaranteed.
He's guaranteed. I know there's another Bandai Namco rep on this list that we'll get to, who is twisted and evil, but we'll wait till we get there.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. I was like, who are we talking about? I can't think of it right. And then I saw at the bottom of my screen, he exists.
I think Robin's coming back.
He who shall not be named.
I know we're on Robin. I think Robin's coming back. I think Robin is such a different Fire Emblem character that I think I could see them coming back. Because they're so different.
The tough thing with all of these Fire Emblem characters is that there are unique ones out there, like Robin, like Corrin, like Byleth.
Oh, I have an icon for just Mii's. Yeah, you're likely. Okay, I found it. We're good.
So I am gonna put it 50-50, but that is under the assumption that if one of them happens, the rest of the unique Fire Emblem characters are not.
Yeah. I'm putting Robin as the likely one because they're just so different compared to every other Fire Emblem character. Next is Shulk. I'm feeling it.
Somebody's got to represent Xenoblade. It's got enough weight in the Nintendo pipeline. Someone's got to be there to represent. And I don't think it's going to be... the thing is, do you want that representation to be Pyra and Mithra? Or...
I would say... Because,
let's be real for a minute, in the cultural zeitgeist, Pyra and Mithra are absolutely so much bigger than Shulk. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact of life.
They're bigger for other reasons, but I would actually say...
Is Shulk the better representative? Absolutely.
I think Shulk is coming back. I actually would put Shulk as a guarantee comeback. Personally. And it's... Xenoblade has done crazy.
It's been nuts.
Over the Switch's life, every single Xenoblade game is playable on the Nintendo Switch. yes, Switch. It started with Xenoblade 2 with Pyra and Mythra, but I don't see enough people talking about. I see more people talking about Xenoblade 1 than I do Xenoblade 2 or 3 or X. And Shulk is also, I think, makes a showcase in 2. I could be wrong. I think he shows up.
I know what you're referring to. He makes a cameo at some point in one of the games,
and they also
I think it's in 3.
They even also expanded his story with the re-release of the Switch or the Switch version of Xenoblade 1 with that new DLC.
I think you're making a great case here against my argument. I will put him at likely, and you definitely have lowered stocks on Pythra for me.
Yeah.
You recontextualized this in a way that I think makes a lot of sense.
Bowser Jr. Come on, little guy. Come on. Bring all your brothers and sisters called the Koopalings. Come on, come
on. Fucking movie buff.
Now, unfortunately, I think Bowser Jr. just has a lot more weight on it because it also represents the Koopalings at the same time because they're all different skins. I think they're coming back. I know a lot of people don't like the Koopalings. We're a little tired of the Koopalings. But I will say this. Mario Wonder did a very good job with the Koopalings. With the Switch 2 version. It actually made the Koopalings fun and not irritating. And I wasn't tired of them. It wasn't the same thing again. It was new, and I liked it.
We've been going at this for a while, and at this point, my brain is kind of exhausted, and so the biases are really starting to fill in.
Oh, mine aren't.
Even though realistically, I should probably put him in like 50-50. I fucking hate this little gremlin ass bitch. I put him in not likely. Fuck you.
Who's next?
He can suck one. I don't like him. Duck Hunt. Okay, we're here.
Goodbye, Duck Hunt.
You want to take this away for me?
We've been talking about legacy characters. I don't think Duck Hunt has that oomph to it. Yes, the uniqueness that was the Zapper being a light gun game at home is neat. That isn't a thing anymore. And Duck Hunt is also just a character that doesn't need to be here. It doesn't have weight. It doesn't have like the meaning behind it to stay in the game. I get it. Duck Hunt I have fun playing Duck Hunt. I think he's a silly little character. Cans of beans, that's the funniest move in the game. What's one of the funniest moves? I love throwing beans and causing explosions. But I think Duck Hunt just is 100% not coming back. There are other legacy characters that should come back, i.e. Game & Watch, or even, Pit, Little Mac. There's better NES representation to come back.
I want to dive into the philosophy behind Duck Hunt and why it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
So, legacy characters, Game & Watch. Like, this is a guy that is representative of the entire Game & Watch line. A lot of his moves are different iterations of those games. You got Judge, you got the parachute, you got the bucket.
It represents
you got all these different.
Yeah, it represents all the different Game & Watches. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is Mr. Game & Watch. Same thing with Rob. Rob has the gyro. There's a lot less to pull from, but you get the point. He is representative of the Rob thing in all of the things that it could do on the NES. But it is still Rob. Duck Hunt, the character, doesn't feel like a character. Even though it has all those elements of the light zapper guns, you got the shooter guys, you got the beans, you got the Duck Hunt dog and duck, it just lacks a true identity. And I think that really makes it so that it just doesn't have the same weight as your Game & Watch and your Rob. It doesn't. I think because of what makes Mr. Game & Watch and Rob work is that they are so, like, almost far removed from a conventional character, while Duck Hunt is a dog and a duck.
Yep.
Like at that point, you could recognize characters on screen.
Yeah.
I,
Anyway.
I don't really know where I'm going. He just doesn't. He falls flat. Honestly, he just does.
I
He
think
doesn't
you and me kind of just
feel
agree
right.
that Duck Hunt's not coming back. We'd have to like prepare a little bit more for an argument, but it's there. The foundation for our reasoning is there. Next is Ryu. Ryu and Ken.
Oh, so Capcom.
I think they're coming back.
I absolutely see Ryu. I do not see Ken.
I think Ken would be a costume thing. That's why I'm going to put him.
Allocations of resources.
Ken's 50-50.
At this point in the stage, it's just not likely. But I can absolutely see Ryu.
So I know,
especially if we're going for Mega Man, then we'll follow through and we'll also do Ryu.
Yeah. So next is Cloud.
Oh, I got some words for this one.
And
I got some words.
So I'm looking at the other two Square Enix represented characters on here. One was a tie-in to a game that they were publishing on the Switch 1. Yes, a big character, but product placement. Ooh. The next is one of the biggest villains in gaming history. I think Cloud is going to stay.
I feel like an idiot because you are referencing obviously Sephiroth, but I don't know who the other character you're referencing with Square Enix.
Hero.
Fuck, you're right. That is Square Enix. Okay.
But
okay, no, continue.
I generally think Cloud would come back, 100%. Actually, not 100%. I'm gonna say likely, but not 100% guaranteed. It's fun. It's Square Enix. They do their Square Enix thing.
Here's the tough thing: is that Cloud and Sephiroth
they'll fall in the same boat.
They're so much bigger than I feel they should be given credit.
Mm-hmm.
As much as my heart tells me that Cloud just doesn't, he's such an old character and he doesn't exactly make sense. People know who the fuck Cloud is, all right?
Yeah.
People know who he is. If you're gonna have someone represent the entire Final Fantasy series, it's fucking Cloud.
It's Cloud. It's gonna be Cloud.
It's not gonna be like the only other guy that even comes close in comparison is other Final Fantasy VII characters and maybe the one fucking black mage from Final Fantasy IX. Maybe.
I mean, the black mage is in every game.
I know, but he has a name. I'm blanking a little bit. Just thinking the mage from Smash Flash 2.
Yeah. But I think Cloud's coming back. It's likely. I could see I'd be a little hurt if he didn't come back. But I could see the possibility of him not coming back still be there. But it would hurt if he didn't come back.
I hate that I'm putting it in likely because I feel like he should be 50-50 for me.
Next is Corrin.
I've stated my piece on this. It's going 50-50.
I think Corrin is not likely. I don't think it's 100% goodbye, but it's just not likely. Next is Bayonetta.
I think there's enough there that you can justify it, but
next is Bayo.
Oh, Bayo.
I don't think Bayo's coming back.
Yeah, the question is, does the Bayonetta series have that kind of gravitas that, obviously there was Bayonetta 2
Bayonetta
at
3.
The time of...
Bayonetta 3 has been released. There was the spin-off that they released too, which was a prequel.
Like, there was no hype cycle behind...
I know, because Bayonetta 3 was announced at the Switch 1 launch event. It was announced way back when. It took years for anything to be shown about the game. It killed its own hype, and even then, the marketing for this game wasn't that good. I have a buddy who is a big Bayonetta fan and bought this game at launch, and he said it's fine. it's not like 2. He has talked about 2 and 1 and saying those games are really, really good. I have nothing to say about Bayonetta. I have 2 and 1, and I've never played them. I personally don't think Bayo is coming back because I personally think Bayo is essentially the same thing I was talking about with Hero. I think they were a promotional character because I know because this was going on during when the Smash ballot was a thing, and everyone said, "What the hell is Bayonetta doing here?" So I really do not think Bayo is coming back. I think it's 100% guaranteed that Bayo is not coming back. And I'm gonna keep ruling with that.
So here's where I sit on this. I've said before that the biases are flowing through. I don't see Bayonetta as a Bayonetta character.
Mm-hmm.
I see Bayonetta as a representative, because that's ultimately where my head lies, is with a lot of these characters, is representatives for brands.
Yes, this would be
Bayonetta is a representative for Platinum Games.
Yes.
And under that light, she is almost a shoo-in. It just makes sense.
And I know Nintendo has been working very closely with, Platinum Games with Switch 1. Bayonetta 3 is an exclusive game to the Switch 1. Where there was that other one, Astral Chain, that was around the launch of the Switch 1.
The only one you can argue could be a contender against that is a character from Nier Automata.
Actually,
that's the only option.
So discussing that, I'm actually going to put Bayonetta up to not likely. Not 100% guarantee that they're gone, but I wouldn't be hurt at all if they were cut.
Yeah, same here.
Or it just wouldn't impact it as much.
If someone is going to represent Platinum Games, which I think there should be, it's got to be Bayonetta.
Yes. Next is Inkling, and I think I'm gonna say Inkling's coming back. I don't have an argument. Splatoon's so big at this point.
It's fucking big.
We're getting a roguelike Splatoon game in the next few months.
I'm so excited.
That's insane.
I'm buying the fucking amiibo. I'm an amiibo buyer now. I have 2 sets of Metroid amiibos. I'm gonna get the amiibos. Next
is Ridley. I think Ridley's coming back. Ooh. I don't have to argue about Ridley not coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in likely, I'm gonna put it in likely. Mostly because there is that controversy around, does he actually work with the game design?
He's too big.
To an extent. Yeah, he doesn't really. But at the same time, it's Ridley, and you gotta make those sacrifices.
He's too big. He should be in the game. He's too big. We can't put him in the game. I remember that.
I like him.
I'm old.
There's just a little bit of that. He doesn't really work too well, but it's fucking Ridley, so I don't care.
Simon and Richter.
If he doesn't work and he's bad, I think it's full. Just let him ride.
Simon and Richter.
A much better.
I'm gonna be a little weird with this. I'm gonna get a little strange with this. I'm gonna put them as separate characters, not like Echo Fighters for here, because they're practically the same character. I personally don't think Simon's coming back, but I could see Richter coming back, and the reason for that is people know Richter more than Simon, and it is because of Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
I am going to completely argue against that. I don't think anyone actually knows who the fuck Richter is.
You know what? I'm actually going to do this. I think there's a better representative for the Castlevania series.
Yes, we can all agree on that, but we will get to that.
Next video.
We will get to that.
Next video.
I promise.
It's in the next video.
But right now we are talking about Simon and Richter Belmont.
I'm going to put them in maybe.
Simon Belmont, Castlevania 1. Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3,
Castlevania 3 was not Simon.
Sorry, I haven't played the games. My bad.
Either have I.
But Castlevania 1
I do know
and Castlevania 4 are the ones. And that is Simon Belmont. He is the face of the franchise.
Castlevania 4?
Representatives. Yeah, Super Castlevania.
Yeah, but I would say when people talk about Castlevania, they don't talk about Super Castlevania, or they don't talk about Castlevania 4. They talk about Symphony of the Night.
they talk about either Castlevania 1 or Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night. I can see Rondo Blood.
Either way, I don't know enough about Symphony of the Night to make this claim, but I don't think of Richter Belmont from Symphony of the Night. I think of Alucard.
And we'll talk about Alucard in the next video.
I know you start the game as Richter, but then you go to Alucard. I just don't think he is a better...
I have played Richter's main game, which is Rondo of Blood. It is very good. It is a very good game. It is.
But people don't know Rondo of Blood.
I do.
You are not normal people. You are weird.
No.
No, but I see Simon Belmont as a much better candidate.
If there was going to be a Belmont, it would be Simon.
I'll put him at 50-50. I straight up do not think Richter is happening.
I think they would do a skin.
If you are going to represent the legacy of Castlevania, it is Simon Belmont because of Castlevania. Castlevania 1.
So I'm putting Richter in my 50-50 of would just make sense as a skin.
I didn't expect that to get so heated.
King K. Rool. Wait.
I think if K. Rool didn't show up in Bonanza, we would be having a different discussion. Shut up. That game is like, what, almost a year old now?
We got till July. It's 11 months.
Okay, whatever.
K. Rool's coming back.
People have had time to play that game.
K. Rool's coming back. I'm 100% saying K. Rool Smash Ultimate brought back K. Rool. And seeing what happened with K. Rool around Ultimate, because the last time we saw K. Rool was Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii. That was the last time we saw K. Rool before he was added into Smash Ultimate. And they did a phenomenal job bringing this character, redesigning him to fit into the modern setting. If you look at his Bonanza model, it looks really close to his Ultimate model. I think K. Rool is going to come back. I think the impact he has left from not just being announced in Ultimate, but being in Bonanza and coming back is a generational run of a villain from long gone. You're not gonna, when you think of Donkey Kong villains, you think of K. Rool. You do not think of the Tikis from Returns or the whatever the Tribe of Ice was in Tropical Freeze. You don't think about them.
The Mammoths.
You think of King K. Rool. And when you do think of Nintendo villains, you do put King K. Rool in there, no matter what.
What I was saying before was, if K. Rool did not come back in Bonanza, we would be having a different discussion. Because K. Rool would have been in the same boat as Banjo of characters that had this rise of coming back in Ultimate, and then nothing happened. But he did come back.
He did come back.
He did have his moment to come back, and now it feels like Nintendo recognized the... Like, people were going crazy for K. Rool when he came out in Ultimate, and Nintendo saw that and ran with it.
I remember watching that reveal.
It was nuts.
I was home. It was a snow day. It was a day off from school. It was a Friday, I believe. And I, Seaman Simon and Richter, I was like, oh, that's neat. That's cool. I like that. That's a cool little representative. And then Crom and Dark Samus being Echo Fighters revealed. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then them ending it off with King K. Rool, a character that I only really knew as, yes, a Donkey Kong villain, but also really only knew from Mario Super Sluggers. I was incredibly hyped because it just pieced together for me what Ultimate truly was bringing to the table with the newcomers by themselves.
Here's the best way I can describe it. The Donkey Kong series feels complete, and then K. Rool comes back into the picture, and you realize there was a missing puzzle piece the whole time.
Yes. So
we didn't mourn. Well, there were people that were mourning his loss, but a lot of people did not mourn that K. Rool was no longer around until he came back.
Yes.
and then like the roof blew open and he's in the main
I know exactly
floor.
what you're. It's that feeling of not missing something until you realized it was gone.
Yeah.
And that is true. That, and I agree with you. That is the perfect definition of King K. Rool.
And I know I'm skipping forward. I could say the same thing about Banjo. Just if we get something in the future,
we'll talk about Banjo when we get there. I have some things to discuss for Banjo.
But if it ever happens, it is going to have the same effect.
Yes,
I swear to God, Xbox, you know what to do.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll talk to you about that when we get to Banjo.
Oh yeah,
and it's not rumors this time. I mean, it's not rumors. It is actual statistical evidence that I have.
Okay.
But anyway, Isabelle. We talked about that being the Animal Crossing conversation. I think Isabelle's coming back 100%.
I'm putting it in likely and not guaranteed.
You know what?
Simply because of that
I actually
battle between Villager and Isabelle.
It is likely.
There is going to be a rep. It's just one of them. I think Isabelle's more likely.
Incineroar.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing.
This
the
was for
Pokemon competitive scene has exploded.
Yes, and Incineroar is one of the faces.
The face of it.
Of competitive.
Not one of the faces. I'm certain Incineroar is the face.
Fake Out, Darkest Lariat, Intimidate. You have
when you think of competitive Pokemon, you think of Incineroar.
I do agree with you.
Maybe Fluttermane, but
I do think of Fluttermane too. But I think of Fluttermane and Incineroar. And that one time a Pachirisu was at Worlds.
So even though, if we're talking about mainline games, he is completely obsolete.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the competitive scene, which is exploding right now, I'm putting him in 50-50. I think there's enough there.
I agree with you.
There's a case.
I actually agree with you. I was actually going to put him not likely. Not 100%. Not 100% of not coming back, but still a chance. But
there is a case to be made about why he should come back.
Yes, I agree with you on that. He's also he's a grappler.
You don't get much of those.
The other grappler character in this game is Donkey Kong. It's such
all the way at number 2.
Also, we're on Ultimate's DLC now.
Yep. PP. We got Mr. PP.
Yeah, this is a character you and me both like.
Bye-bye.
And unfortunately, Piranha Plant's not coming back. And it hurts me. I love Plant. Yeah, I know you love Plant. We love this little guy.
I love me my Plant.
But he's not coming back.
Sometimes you need to put some pesticide in the plant, all right? Let's be real.
Next is Joker.
Oh, if we're talking about character, it's tough because he's in the same boat as Cloud for me. A character that is such a big representative of Atlas games.
Yeah.
That it almost supersedes that and becomes a representative of RPGs.
So I brought this up with Sonic. I said Sega is very on board to bring any character to the table. Mm-hmm. I think Joker and just the impact that Persona 5 had overall on just gaming as a whole brought RPGs back into the limelight. I think Joker is, wherever I put them, is going to be likely or 100%.
Here's where I am. Persona 5 is what Final Fantasy 7 was, but for the current generation.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 7 was it was 1 in 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
And then we finally got Persona 5 and we had that same moment where everything clicked. It just launched into the cultural sphere where it makes sense. So even there's Persona 6 being developed right now. Persona 5.
The Persona 4 remake is being developed too right now.
Even with Persona 3 and Persona 4 remakes, even with Persona 6 on the horizon, if you are going to represent Atlas games and Persona, it is Joker.
It is Joker.
It is.
So
now, does that mean he's likely? No.
I'm putting him in likely.
He still has a bit of that nicheness, but I'm putting him in 50-50 because I think he is so representative of the modern era of RPGs.
Yes. Next is Hero.
Oh, that's tough because I don't know. practically anything about Dragon Quest.
So Dragon Quest, I have played the Dragon Quest game Hero is from the main hero, the base hero. Dragon Quest.
That's 11, right?
Yes. It is, and I know there's a new Dragon Quest around the corner. They just announced it not too long ago. I think in terms of Square Enix ideas, we'd probably still get a Final Fantasy rep over Dragon Quest. Because like I said, Dragon Quest was really only in Ultimate to promote Dragon Quest 11S for the Switch. It wasn't Smash Bros. Ultimate X Dragon Quest. It was Smash Bros. X Dragon Quest 11.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Dragon Quest is big. It is a big RPG. It is one of the OG RPGs ever, right there with Final Fantasy. I'm going to put Hero in 50-50. Hero is fun. It is very unique. But I see Hero as a 50-50.
I am actually going to lodge this up and put it in likely for me. Not Hero from Dragon Quest 11, but just a Dragon Quest representative.
Okay.
Because it is so much bigger than you or I actually realize.
That's true.
Right? We are not the target demographic. That is a Japan series.
It is a Japanese series through and through. There's so much merchandise. Massive. You have all the slime merchandise that is out there and whatnot.
Well, fucking
the slime Ichiban, controller. Right? Yeah, Ichiban. Ichiban has played.
Ichiban.
Dragon Yakuza has referenced Dragon Quest. And that's how big of a franchise it is. And wasn't just a reference. It was a direct call to Dragon Quest, literally saying Dragon Quest.
It is so much bigger than we realize that I don't have it in my heart to put it any lower than likely. Because if you were going to represent games as a whole, which I think we're leaning a little bit too far into, but it is so important that this one gets represented.
Yeah. Next is this one's gonna be tough for me. Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh.
So Jason knows this character. I know a lot of people
not likely.
I'm gonna talk for a little bit. Jason knows I'm very associated with this character. Very heavily associated with this character with people that know me. And I find that very funny. I have played Banjo-Kazooie 1, and this is my main in this game. He was my most wanted character, period. I remember being at my friend's house watching the E3 2019 Direct, seeing Banjo get announced, and scaring his dog because of how happy I was. And if Microsoft did do something with this character, did say, hey, Banjo 3 is on the way, I would put them in likely. But as of right now, where I stand with Banjo-Kazooie coming back, I'm putting them in maybe. Banjo-Kazooie is tied as I know a lot of people associate Banjo-Kazooie as a Nintendo character, not as a Microsoft character. Banjo-Kazooie was literally on the boxes for Nintendo 64s. And the reason I'm putting them in maybe is because Microsoft or Xbox, the fact that they're actually not Microsoft Gaming anymore, they switched back to Xbox, makes me so happy, posted a thing saying, what would you like? And I believe right now the top response is a new Banjo-Kazooie game. Now, does that mean we'll get it? Does that mean anything? No. I just thought I'd bring it up. The fact that Banjo still has an impact today.
Yeah. Xbox is under no obligation to follow the poll that they put out.
Of course.
But the fact that it exists at all is telling of what the consumers want.
I mean, if you watch any reaction to Banjo-Kazooie being reacted to Smash, I think that was the most reactions I've seen to a character, even more than Steve being released. And the people that were watching it. And, I think back to the one of them at New York during that Direct, because they have the Nintendo store there. That video still gives me goosebumps watching it. I do generally think Banjo is a 50-50. I could see, yes, him being lower, but I do think Banjo has that 50-50 in him to come back or not.
There are 3 character announcements, maybe more if I thought about it, but there are 3 character announcements in all of Smash's history that I think have that echelon of this transcends gaming. This is so much bigger than Smash Bros.
We'll talk about Sonic. Steve when we get to Steve.
No, I'm not even counting Steve.
Oh,
no, he can go die.
I have something about Steve.
It's Sonic. It's Sonic. It's K. Rool, which we talked about.
Yep.
And it's Banjo. Yep. Banjo was a character that for basically over a decade, longer, decade and a half at that point, was considered dead. He just wasn't around. And it felt electric because Banjo evolved beyond being Banjo-Kazooie. Now he was this mythical legend across all of gaming of this lost character that was abandoned because of this acquisition with Microsoft. People who do not know about Nintendo games, who have played Xbox, they still know who Banjo-Kazooie is.
Yep.
That is crazy. I don't think I can properly say out loud how big of a mark that is for this character's legacy. There is such a history around him, which is why that moment of him finally, because it felt like the weight of the world was lifted off of everyone's shoulders. He was finally back. It felt like so many years of waiting and speculation and anger was washed away.
I want to say his tag for coming back into the game, his splash tag when it shows in the trailer, was Banjo-Kazooie are raring to go. And that, it's just not, it's also just like a contribution to what Rare did as a whole over the years for Nintendo, but also just showing that these characters are back. They want people, and the people's reaction is showing, hell yeah, we've missed them for so long and just wanted them back. And they're back.
This and Sonic were 2 reveals that really showed that Sakurai's vision for the characters was to be a celebration of gaming. And that is exactly what this is. This could not happen if there wasn't so much desire to make this a celebration. Because he really did have that weight.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm putting him in not likely.
He's a maybe. Moving on to Terry.
Listen, if Microsoft is going to get a rep, it's either him or Master Chief, but I really just don't think Nintendo, there's not much to pull from there.
Yeah.
And I don't, unless there's another game that we don't know about, I don't think there's any reason for them to, actually go fight for that again.
Terry Bogard.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna put him in not likely, simply because there are so many fighting game reps. He feels 4th in line.
Yeah.
And I just don't see a reason why you wouldn't pick Ryu, Kazuya, and
Soul Bad Guy, honestly.
Oh yeah, and Soul Bad Guy.
We'll talk about Soul Bad Guy. We'll talk about Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. I really think as big as King of Fighters is, he had his moment. Now it's time for a different series to take that mantle.
And I know right now
be celebrated.
And I Fatal Fury City of Wolves is doing numbers right now too. The game with Ronaldo in it. Why is Ronaldo here?
Yeah, the only reason why I could see this being higher than not likely is because Terry Bogard is the
he's the face of SNK.
He's not just the face of SNK, he is the collaboration guy. If you are going to have a character from another series in your fighting game, 90 times out of 100, it is Terry Bogard.
He is in Street Fighter 6. He's who I play in Street Fighter 6. He's funny. But it's also just you know, it's Terry Bogard. He's
the
neat.
guy you see everywhere. He makes sense.
He asked me if I'm okay, and I'm not sometimes when he hits me really hard and says
He's
"Busta Wolf."
he's almost a better foil to Ryu than Ken is.
I
I'm
agree
gonna
with
be
you on
blunt.
that, honestly.
It's
But it's not 100% goodbye to Terry, but
there's a little bit I could
it's
see it, but
it's not.
I think there's
But
better
he's just
reps.
not likely. Byleth.
Oh, Byleth.
I
The
am.
Three Houses hype has died down at this point. I don't think it's happening.
I actually am going to argue for this.
Yeah.
I think Byleth is going to come back, and I don't think it's likely. I think it's more guaranteed.
Really?
Fire Emblem Three Houses is the best-selling Fire Emblem game. Period.
Yes, and I recognize this. But there has been 2 Fire Emblem games since. There's probably another one on the way.
There hasn't been 2. There's been 1, and the next one we have a
I
trailer
thought there was
for.
one between Three Houses and Engage.
That was a Dynasty Warriors clone.
Am I going insane? I swear to God,
There was Fire Emblem Three Hopes, or Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes, and then Fire Emblem Engage.
Fuck, it is just those 2. My bad. Still, it's been almost a decade since Three Houses
actually
came
do
out.
genuinely think Byleth is going to come back. Byleth is unique enough to come back, in my opinion, as a Fire Emblem character. I think Byleth is one of the most fun Fire Emblem characters to play. Just because of how, similar but also different enough that they play.
Yeah, I am gonna bump it up 1, just because you are right. When people think of Fire Emblem, they think of Marth, Byleth, and then Roy.
Yep. It's just that's the impact Fire Emblem Three Houses just had. It really did show that Fire Emblem is a good game, and I've still never played a Fire Emblem game, but I have watched videos on Three Houses and said that looks neat, that looks fun. Three Houses is the Fire Emblem to represent Fire Emblem. Besides,
I just
like
think the fire has died down at this point. It's not as unique as some of the other characters like a Robin or a Corrin. I just don't see it personally, but it is basically the second face of the series.
Yeah. Next is Min Min. And I know where I'm putting this. Fuck you, Min Min. Goodbye.
I'm gonna avoid being the guy that's like,
okay, I'm not.
I hate this character.
Okay, I want to discuss this. The fuck is ARMS? I've played ARMS. It's
what the fuck
fine.
is ARMS?
It is a fine game. Would I bring back the character that represents that game? No. Why? Because that game, truth be told, nobody cares about ARMS.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've made my rule way at the start of this where I said if the character is more of a Smash Bros. Character than the game it originates from, kill it.
Yep.
That is Min Min.
That is Min Min.
Min Min is awesome as a character. As a fighting game character, awful. Get rid of it.
Terrible. When I think, like you said with that, when I think Min Min, I think of Min Min Smashy Bros, not Min Min ARMS.
I honestly straight up forgot for years. Straight up. Just completely forgot that Min Min was a character from a video game. I was like, oh yeah, it's Min Min.
And of course,
it was Min Min from ARMS.
It was another product placement character. It was another one to be like, hey, look at this quirky character. Who will it be?
Whoa, a thing that exists.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And I mean, to be fair, when I have played ARMS, it's fun, but it's only fun for like half an hour. It's not a game you're going to keep coming back to. It's a game you boot up every blue moon,
It doesn't have the depth to really
it's not a Splatoon. It is not a Splatoon. It was not that.
Dude, fucking
fire.
Fucking Pokken didn't have enough sauce to be to like have legs to stand on. You think fucking Arms is gonna have that?
I wish Pokken did well. That game is fun as hell.
It is fun, but there's just not enough to grasp at.
Next
It's
is
not
Steve.
competitively viable. It's not like casually viable.
I actually don't need the list because I do know these release orders from here on out. But next is Steve.
Okay, so Xbox representative, it's the most likely. I always forget he's a Microsoft rep, but
I'm also putting him unlikely. And the reason for this, Minecraft is the biggest game on the planet. Plain and simple. It is the biggest game in history. It is a Microsoft rep. I am not being biased with this because if I was biased as a competitive player, I would not bring Steve back. I think Steve is bad for the competitive environment. But at the same time, I respect Minecraft Steve. This character was the only character in Smash history as an announcement to break Twitter. The last time Twitter broke in terms of going down was when Michael Jackson passed away. That's how big of the impact Minecraft has had, period. It started out, yes, as an indie game. We talked about that earlier. You know, like, I mean, that was off recording. But Steve is just represents something bigger than what Minecraft is. It represents gaming, truthfully, more as a whole overall nowadays. You show a picture of Steve and say, what game is this guy from? They're going to say Minecraft. They are going to say this. And I remember watching that trailer and being incredibly happy that Steve is joining Super Smash Bros. Before I understand the pain that this character truly brought to the competitive table. But I don't care about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, will he come back? Will he not? And I can see Steve coming back.
Here's my thought process here. This is where I think we've been a little bit at fault, where we've been taking way too far into account, putting way too much leverage on the size of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Minecraft is the biggest game of all time. Does Steve make sense in Super Smash Brothers? No. Even in Ultimate, does he work?
No,
yes,
he works, but not the way you would want him to work.
But does he make sense?
He's a Minecraft.
No.
He is literally a Minecraft character in Smash. He is
at the very least.
He's
it's
playing
not those fuck ass renders that people made that are like, oh, the crappy 3D render of Steve.
But we're
the one I'm talking about.
But we're not thinking about his competitiveness.
I am
because I feel like
him as, is this a character I can see being in the next Super Smash Brothers? No.
I can.
I do not see it. As a character, he does not make sense. It is not the kind of game that is represented here. It makes sense for Ultimate because Ultimate is a celebration of all video games. But if we're talking Super Smash Brothers, I'm thinking Melee, I'm thinking Brawl, I'm thinking Wii U. Steve does not make sense. I will stand on business. The only reason he's not happening is because it is Steve fucking Minecraft.
I think next is Sephiroth. Or no, it's Pyramithra. Pyramithra was September. And then
yeah. Where'd I put Shulk? Did I put him in likely?
I put Shulk in guaranteed. I'm gonna put Pyramithra in maybe. I feel like this one's pretty easy for me.
Like okay, I did put him in likely. I'm gonna put her in 50-50.
Yeah, I think Yumi can.
I think there's enough weight, but if you're gonna have one rep, it's gotta be Shulk.
It's gotta be Shulk. Sephiroth. I feel like, and this is me personally, I feel like if you can't have Cloud without Sephiroth now. I feel like those two kind of just have to go together. But I could see not bringing Sephiroth back and just have Cloud. But it's Sephiroth.
I'm in a completely different world where I have never felt like Sephiroth really fit. I have never once have I clicked random, been given Sephiroth, and I'm like, oh yeah, this character makes sense in this game. Something about him just doesn't really click with my mind. that he fits with Smash Bros. And Ultimate as a fighting character. Maybe it's that Ridley syndrome, but he's just never clicked for me. That being said, it is Sephiroth, so I'm not going to say he's not going to happen. But personally speaking, I don't want him. And logistically speaking, 50-50 at best.
I'm putting him at 50-50. Kazuya Mishima.
I'm going to put him in likely.
I agree with you.
Tekken is fucking massive, dude.
Tekken is getting only bigger. I'm excited for the DLC character, the guest DLC character from Baki. Baki's dad is being added. About that. And I actually want to play Tekken when he comes out because I find that really funny that he's being added.
It's really funny.
I'm just like, that's cool. I actually want to play Tekken now.
You want to know what's funny? I'm thinking right now about all the people that so desperately wanted Tifa Lockhart.
Oh, we'll talk about Tifa
and
tomorrow.
And then they get fucking Baki.
He's so cool. Funny. It's so funny. But it's going to be great. I mean, we're just talking about Tekken.
Okay, last one, Sora. He's not happening.
No, right, Sora's not happening again.
He's not happening. This was a fucking miracle.
This was a one and done thing from Disney.
My God.
It
wasn't what I wanted, but I appreciate that he was there.
Although from what it sounded like from interviews, Disney was 100% on board for getting Sora in the game.
Really?
Immediately. From the sounds of it. And I'm like, okay. But I don't think Sora's possible again. Unfortunately.
I think Ultimate was such a zeitgeist moment in history that it cannot be replicated.
And I want to say this. I have played Kingdom Hearts now. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts when Sora was announced. In fact, I was really disappointed that Sora was being added to the game. I didn't care. I generally, truth be told, I still don't really care about this character, but I understand the impact that Sora has had on so many people and the impact he had on being in the game. He was the #1 most requested character on the Smash ballot for Smash 4. But I don't think he'll come back.
Sora was a character that was less about the character and more what it represented.
Yes.
Sora was a character that everyone got behind because everyone was behind it. Like, it was this moment where everyone came together and was like, even if I don't exactly care about Sora, everyone else wants him, and so I will get excited with them. And anyway. I will talk about Ultimate beyond the main roster. When you get to the DLC, the pulls they were able to make: Joker Persona 5, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, Steve, Sephiroth, Kazuya, Sora. Like, this was... Everyone wanted a slice of the pie. Everyone who could get a slice of the pie wanted it. Because it was so big. Does it make sense? No. Will it happen again? No. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for this to even exist. And it's a miracle that it happened.
Yes, it is a complete miracle that we did get Sora. I mean, like I said, personal opinion, yes, I didn't really want Sora here. And yeah, honestly, he's kind of just a generic sword fighter. And I know a lot of people pointed that out. But his inclusion was still massive. And I will respect that with Sora.
It's less about what it was and more what it represented.
Yes.
Because having it end on Sora was so indicative of what Ultimate is in history.
Like, if you went back in time to people playing Brawl and showed them Sora Kingdom Heart being in a future Smash game,
fighting Steve from Minecraft,
they'd call you fucking insane. Mostly because...
Dude, they don't even know who the fuck Steve is.
Yeah, they don't even know what a fucking Minecraft is yet.
What the fuck is a block?
What the fuck is a block? But then you show them like Banjo-Kazooie and they're hyped as hell.
Dude. This game is so cool. Please never make another one.
They're gonna 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 make another one, aren't they?
But who's the new people coming in? We have a list. Next time.
Mr. Dream.
Next time. See you guys then.
That's his name, right? Mr. Dream?
Yeah.
Mr. Dream.